4-9. Six 12. Six 13. Seven 14. 513. Eight 15. Eight 15. Yeah. 16-2. Mm. 6-15. 6-15. 17-13.
Hello everyone, we are back from our break. You're watching the 33rd Annual U.S. Go Congress in San Diego, California. This is our continued commentary on the blind go exhibition match between Bao Yun 7-dan, an amateur, and Ryan Lee, 1 professional. And we're still here with Jenny Shen, 2-dan pro.
Hi, we're back. And we just went downstairs.
That's
and
right.
We went to see the real game. I think it's pretty cool to see someone play like that. I think you guys all can see that on the screen. There's a, so you can even hear him call out the coordinates. That's cool.
Right, just to tell our audience members who have been who just joined in, this is a blind go match, so that means Bao Yun is playing blindfolded, and while Ryan Lee is not. So only one player is calling out all the coordinates here. So
okay,
maybe
we
can
continue. And I think that they just followed the sequence we just played out.
Oh, cool.
So black did play this turn.
Right. So
and then white played this connect. I think instead of this one, he doesn't want to have more center move, forcing moves.
Right.
And this area, like in the future, there's more forcing moves. So this one is clean.
Yes.
And then white black Ataris. This is the plan.
So white runs
and
out.
then with this one, he can play this jump.
Right.
So this is the move we just showed.
What we were saying before the interval.
And he definitely played a much better move than your push. Your push is a thank you move because you just help black to fix all the bad IG. So white played this cut. So let's see, how does this work? This is Sente. So but after that, black cannot play this Atari.
Because of cutting points here, maybe?
Yes, of course.
So
but if black runs, it doesn't. It won't work. Yeah, right.
I was thinking of something like white Atari.
White should play here first.
Oh, it's probably
right. You don't lose anything.
So
if black Ataris, then white Atari is here. Double Atari, then black will lose to 1 or 2. Then they're both both very important. So black cannot lose these 2 stones. Any of the 2 stones. So actually, black didn't see a good solution here because black cannot play this wedge. Right. And if black comes here, so white. First of all, this is still Sente.
Yeah.
And white turns, black turns, then white might jump out, something like this.
So it's not very easy to attack.
Yeah, even jump tubes because black has cutting points here.
I see.
So in this way, it's probably like black is making his stones heavy, and that's why going to this direction, which is not good for black, right? So because black that doesn't really need to attack this group. Black has very flexible position. So in the real game, black actually Tanukian played here.
I see.
I think this is very good. I think that it's like when you look at it, when we look at AlphaGo's self-play games, AlphaGo has Tenuki a lot, and it's just like, oh, this place is no good reply, then Tenuki.
Right.
That's a good idea.
That's one of the common sayings, isn't it? When we can't find a good local move, we
can Tenuki.
Yeah,
right.
Tenuki.
As long as nothing's gonna die, nothing is gonna there's no disaster, nothing bad will happen, then you can Tenuki. So,
right.
so White actually played very calm. I was surprised it was very calm.
Oh, White played this exchange
White
first.
played this first. So can Black play here?
Well,
why not?
I was thinking White could play the target's mouth.
Yeah, and then?
Well, what comes to mind first is if White extends, but that seems like Black can also block.
So if White extends, Black can still come back from here,
right.
and White is not connected.
I
so
see.
a better way for White is Atari first.
I see.
And then Atari.
Oh, so
and
that
then
way
Black
takes
then White can get this in center. That means White is connected in center because Black has to come back here.
So that means Black has to spend one more move here.
Right. So that means this turn is not good because White will be very happy to save a move here, connect back in center, then everything is safe. And White is free to jump into the top.
I see. So that's why Black played the tiger's mouth.
Yeah, Black played this move. Then White still has to worry about this group because in the future Black can still play here. Yeah. So if White ends the move here, then Black gets center. So that's why the move is here, not the turn. But I think this kind of things are very important because it's a move. You save a move or you get center or gote, right? That's a move difference.
And especially in high-level matches like this, center and gote.
Yeah, that matters a lot.
That matters a lot. So. Game White actually came back.
Yeah, I think White played very calm to jump here, and normally this jump is a big move and it's aiming this invasion. But in this game, because Black is super strong here, this is extremely strong. Then this invasion might not work because Black
has too good shape.
Right, Black can even just play here to think about maybe you can kill it and like this one, right?
I see.
So if this move is not very severe, then maybe White should focus in the center, I think.
So well, that's what White played in the game, and Black followed with.
Well, my first feeling, I was going to say maybe White should come out from here, because this group is not 100% alive, right? If this is not an eye, we can see that there's still something White can do, right? Like this move. If this is not an eye yet, then Black is not alive. Then coming out has a value because White is jumping into the center, also aiming something here. But this move seems very calm. I feel like White thinks it's ahead, but Black gets this move. And White still also move here. So White still has to connect back here. Then it means Black closes the side in center, which is very valuable in this area.
Right, because if White doesn't spend a move here and Black extends, there will be trouble here, right?
Right, another thing important is that I just saw that White cannot break through from here. Like if you want to do something here, like for example, you want to break through, then Black has this Atari, and this move kills the most. So there's basically this is center, this honey is center. Then White cannot come out from here. Then this area. I don't know how would White jump. But before we continue, should we count? I think we should count, right? So this is not so difficult to count. On this side, I think White has like 35 points. You think I'm fast? Then you count again?
Yeah. Well, I will.
16, 6.
That looks like it's 35 points approximately.
Okay, and then plus these two, I think White has like nearly 60.
In total, right?
Right, total. Because this is like 10. This is a little bit more than 10. Right, so this is like nearly 50, 60. And Black has this So these two, 20.
Okay.
What? You don't agree?
I think so. I was trying
20.
to count by
You
2.
you count this 10,
Uh-huh.
then 12. I can't count in English. Anyway, so 20. And then this area, this is 12 points for that stance. And this because we can only count this corner territory, and this center potential is not territory yet.
So this is still unknown.
Yeah, right. So this part, white black has 20, and that part black has 20. Black has 40 solid territory.
Right. And you said white had 60.
White has 60. So that means black needs to get more than 25, 20, more than Komi, right? Another 20 plus Komi in the center.
So like almost 30 points.
Yeah, black needs to have an extra 30 points in the center.
That's right. We didn't actually count what's potentially here in the center.
But we didn't count all this area.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like black should have that much. Because if you just count this area, it's almost there. And it's black's turn. So I think that this game is probably good for black.
Well, yes. Well, if black can get more than 30 points, or even well more than 30 points.
And white will have some here, but this doesn't feel like just 30. Black should have more. But another one thing is that black has some, like, it's not very strong. Black is a little bit thin, so maybe white can have some tenacity to break through.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, certainly white will try to resist.
Yes. So in the game, black played here, try to press more, and white has to connect. I was expecting maybe, so like this kind of move, is it too much? Or maybe black would just play something like that. Oh, he did play exactly my move. So actually today I guessed Ryan's move, how many percent
14,
right?
13.
I feel like more than 80% at the moment.
Okay, if he wins the game, I would call that I won the game too.
Yeah, well, black did play here. And
yeah, he played here. So because if you play here, I'm pretty sure white is not going to reply there and try to
14, 13.
Try to do something, at least something, aiming black's weakness on this side. And try to get in, because if white is not going to play this kind of move to help black to
that'll just be too good of a shape.
Right, and this kind of move also bad because you're helping. So white will do something. I don't know which point at which point exactly, but he definitely would do something.
Yes.
Because like what we said earlier, this is still not quite.
So white wants to be aiming at black's weaknesses in his shape.
Yeah, and then jump and get into the model, the framework. So black
that's
plays
certainly
this
what
one.
white did as well in the game. We do see a move here.
So if white continues to build like this, I'm pretty sure this is not enough. Like, for example, black does something here and then here. If this is all territory, that won't work for white for sure.
Well, that would be well more than 30 points, obviously.
Yeah,
maybe even well more than 60.
I think so. So that white definitely needs to get in more. So white played here in the game.
So
I think like if black can enclose until to this line should be enough, right? Yeah, this feels more than 30, but I'm sure there's still something. So black first played this one.
Yes.
He wants to make sure this is sente, and then there's no problem.
Right, because if now that white has connected, white cannot connect from the second line, right?
All right, so I forgot to ask about in a certain position, how does he count? He has to count in the pictures in the head.
That's right.
That's very hard.
You kind of have to visit every intersection.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't realize that. In Blanco, it's very challenging to count as well. Well, that's what I think. But
well, he's an expert. We should we shouldn't forget about that.
Right.
Steven, what do you think? If black plays here, can black enclose the whole thing?
Well, I feel like white will try to hane maybe.
You feel like he would hane? And if you if you can't do if you cannot do anything really useful at this area, black gets everything there, then black will win.
Right. I'm guessing white has to find some weakness here.
I think, like, for example, something like
13,
this, white has to
11.
do something.
Oh, that's a very cool crosscut.
White has to try to break through, otherwise it won't work.
Yeah, so actually, in the game, black was maybe trying to defend that.
He heard what I said? Because he played here. It's like defending this crosscut.
Right. Well, yeah, that's exactly what black played. White pushed
White
up.
played here. So we go back here. I think that like this kind of thing is is like either way. This Atari black, white Atari. Oops.
Oh.
White Atari here, and then connect back.
Right.
The other way, white Atari here.
So either way, white can break in.
Right. So this will be trouble. That's black probably noticed that this area is a connection, and the white has something to do. Then he wants to defend first. Also, I think another thing is black's judgment. He thinks that if he can get this line, that's enough.
Good enough, right? So white did push up.
Black honey.
Blocks. So now there's no problem.
Right, this is no problem. And the value of this move is also reducing white's on the side.
Right.
So because if black blocks, then white won't gain any point.
That's right. So maybe black won't get the entire area, but white will also be reduced.
Right. So I think that if white just jumps in, if black can get to this line, for example, then I think black still can have enough. So white probably needs to do something like attack something. So that's what he did in the game.
Yes.
And then black just ignored.
Oh.
Wow.
What is going on?
What is going on?
I have no idea.
He ignored. Does that mean if white kills this, it's still not enough? So in the game, black played here.
Right.
I assume that he thinks that if white kills this part, it's not enough. Can you find the real game?
Yeah, that is the real game. I believe, and white.
White played the honey.
Yep. White honeys.
Black just black just ignored it. So I think he doesn't want to let white. For example, if black blocks, is white going to play here?
So black has to block that, right?
Then white gets this honey. That's pretty painful.
So
if you just play passively like that, then white gets in from this line. Maybe black cannot have enough.
Actually, how many points would these stones be if black gave them up?
You have to play out the variation and find out how much can you kill. Like if it's just this area, then you can count. It's about 20, more than 20 points. Actually, this is 10, 14, right? So it's about 25 points plus these two stones. This is actually 30 points. But the question is, can white kill? So let's go back.
So this is the actual game. Oh, black.
White has a stone here.
Yeah.
Oops. We have to do life and death. I didn't expect that. So you can see that black still has. You can see black has this move in center.
That's right.
And then actually there's a cut. So that means
these moves will be centered, right?
Right. These moves will be centered. So maybe black's reading is that white cannot kill anything. I guess otherwise, if this is 30 points, then you can't get enough here. So.
Well. So you're saying the outcome of the game depends on the connection here?
Yes. And if black gets everything
14,
and
14.
White cannot kill anything, I would think that this game black will win.
I see. Well,
So let's see if there's something here.
I believe that we're caught up to the progress of the real game again. And now, oh, and white is played here.
So if black comes here, wait. So if black plays here,
Right.
first of all, if white wedges.
White wedges.
Oh, black doesn't have to. Black can just connect from here.
So maybe, well, I don't want to make any bad exchanges here.
This, if black comes here,
Uh-huh.
white wedges, and then black Ataris,
White connects.
and then this one. Because this move is actually
Oh.
center, so black is okay. The wedge won't work because basically white cannot cut anyway. Then
Right.
white comes here, black would just play this,
Oh.
and then this doesn't do anything good for white. Well, black can get this exchange,
Yeah.
and then black can connect back and very nicely. This just hurts white.
Well, in that case, it'll be victory for black, right?
Yeah, right. So that means this wedge won't work, and white should have some other things.
Right. So, well, in the game, black does make this exchange first, as we talked about.
Yeah, because this is like when white is trying to kill black.
It's a sente.
Right, it's center and it's taking points, create aji, and reduce white's liberty. So it just does the good things. It's free.
It is free.
Because white needs to play here. Otherwise, black just plays this move to
Right.
live.
So if black can get this move, then as we
Right.
see in the corner,
Black
this
is
will be a
alive.
straight 4.
Yes.
Right? So that would be 2 eyes for sure.
So if did white play or this is current?
I think this is current.
Okay, so let's say if white plays here. And I think black can still do this exchange first.
Right. And
So
white must respond to that.
if we just play here, and if white plays here, and then black connects, and white pushes, this doesn't work because this is center.
Oh.
White has to connect, and
So
then
if
black
white
pushes
connects-
back, and then if white cuts, black can come
That
here.
seems like it won't work.
Wait, all right. So black can come here, and then we see this one and this one mi.
I see.
If white pushes, black just
14-9.
needs to connect. So still these two moves mi. This cut and this move kills the fourth stun.
Wow.
So there's no way to resist.
Well, because this move is cente, right?
Right. So is there anything else white can do here?
Oh, actually, white made this exchange first.
But that exchange doesn't help this move. We can still. So, I mean, the sequence will still work. We just showed. The sequence we just showed will
stone
just
is over
work.
here.
Right. So what can white do? He must do something here. This cannot. Oh, he didn't play this exchange yet.
Oh, no.
White played this first.
Right.
But I think black will answer. There's no way to. Black must answer there. Otherwise, white gets in too. So let's just think white answers, and black still plays like this, and this move, and then come back here.
Right.
Is there anything white can do? White pushes?
So, does white block?
Probably. Can white cut? So this still won't work.
It does look like if white plays here,
It still won't work.
black can still push through.
Right. So this doesn't help.
And we talked about this move earlier as well. It
And
looks
it's
like
the
that
same.
also won't work.
Yeah, so those two exchange didn't help with these two variations. So is there anything else? White needs to find some Tetsuji here to break through or kill something,
Right.
I think. If nothing happens here, I would think black is ahead. But let's make sure that this
19,
so
18.
while they're thinking, we can count again and see.
Yeah.
So this hasn't changed. This is still 35.
35 points.
35. Basically, white's points hasn't changed.
Oh, so white did play here.
Yeah, that's he has to play there. If black gets everything, we count from here because white has this monkey jump.
Right, so if we count from the first line, there's a lot here, right?
Yeah, I think if black gets everything, black definitely wins. Then white must do something.
Our earlier conclusion was black would need to get 30 points.
That
and this is obviously more than 30.
I mean, we mean other than this corner,
Right, right.
black needs to get more than 30 points here to win.
Right.
So this is definitely 30 points. If
I see.
black gets everything. So that means white still needs to find
Something
something
to kill, right?
or break through, get into that territory.
Right. Well, this move hasn't been played in the game yet. Well, it looks like black is making the center exchange first, so white must.
Is he going to
18.
play our move again? If he wins, I would say I win the game.
Well, you're clearly very on point today with your commentary so far.
Yeah, this is forced. White has to Atari,
Right.
and black hasn't played yet. But I will
maybe
play
something like
here.
that.
I don't see any problem that I don't see any way white can cut black and break through into the center.
There's nothing white can do in this area either.
I'm not high tech enough to figure out any super tsuji.
Super Tsuji.
Well, I need some super tsuji to profit, to get some big profit here.
Right.
So there's only two ways. One way is kill something. The other way is to get breakthrough into the center.
Well, clearly the other way is not possible now.
I mean, if there's some weakness I can use and then get into the center from this line,
Right.
white might still have a chance.
We did mention earlier that white cannot break in from this weakness.
Yes.
Because white actually
There's
has
the
a liberty
honey in the
problem.
center, right?
Yeah.
So, can you figure out something?
Well, we did talk about these two, and maybe we can look at.
Well, black hasn't played yet, so this stone's not here. But
Yeah.
I think that if black plays here, I don't see anything yet. Because actually, you can see that if black has this attached move,
Right, then
then
that would be Sente.
right, these a wedge or anything else will not work. But he is reading, because this place will decide the game. So
Yeah.
he has to be careful and make sure that everything works for him.
That's right. If he misreads, it will also be disastrous for black, right?
Yes. So,
Well, this is high-level stuff. It all depends on one move.
this is life and death. This is real game, real-time life and death.
Real-time life and death.
So is there, I still want to see if there's something. For example, like this kind of thing.
Oh,
He did
play
my
our move.
Oh.
That's right.
I win the game. If black wins.
Well, if that is indeed the case.
What is, like this one, right? Black can come back here and then, but after this, that means there's a wedge. So that means white will have center. For example, this will be center, and this will be center. That means white can get in a little bit, but for example, something like this.
Yeah.
But is this enough?
12, 11.
Because black has this moving center, so the connection is okay.
White can break into a little bit.
But if white can get it breaking more, for example, can white, for example, if you can't stop it, then white will have a chance. There's a cut.
I was thinking maybe black could make this exchange and
it's
make
alive?
him half eye.
You don't need to. This is an I.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right. If this is an I, then black doesn't need to do anything. But it's just, then this is not even center. Black can just play here.
Because because connecting and
this
making the second eye are
is
miai.
miai,
Right?
yes.
Oh, so white
he
actually
played the
pushed.
push. I look at the push, I didn't see anything. Black will honey.
Right.
And then what can white do? This one? This one can black just play? Oh no.
So what if black plays here?
What if you play here? If you play here, he
Ah.
plays here, and then are you going to connect? If you connect, he plays here. Then these two cuts me out. Then you're dead.
Wow.
Then you are dead.
That means I'm just
Right.
lost the game
That's
right
why
there.
he can't let you. He played the Tetsuji.
Oh, let's move here.
Because this is threatening a cut.
So actually, yeah, because if white doesn't, if white extends in, then.
Then what?
Well, bad things will happen.
What's going on here? Is black going to be like all in and kill the?
Well, the ladder does.
The ladder works for white, right? Eh?
The ladder doesn't work, right?
The ladder doesn't work? Oh, oops. If the ladder doesn't work, then it's game over if it's like this, I mean. The ladder doesn't work. That's a miracle.
So let us play that out, actually, for our viewers. Have the ladder.
The ladder doesn't work. Bad luck.
Bad luck.
Sometimes it is luck. So
That's
we
right.
can see that the ladder doesn't work for white.
Uh-huh.
Then what else?
Well, yeah, so if the cut works, that means white cannot extend.
Yeah, because otherwise the black can just cut and kill the two stones, which
Right.
means white has to come here. If white has to come here, what is black's next move?
Can black still block?
No, I think can black just kill the two stones and live? And then white will not get in so much on this side.
I see.
So if white, because if black is alive, white honey, black can cut. If
Right.
white comes here, black can just enclose. And also, there's still something white has to worry about on
Right.
this side, the connection.
And capturing those two stones also make territory.
Yes. So this attach is a good move.
It's a
You-
Tetsuji.
You know, the players is always better than the commentator because the players always reads more than the deeper than the commentator because he has to make sure things work and commentator
Right.
just says, okay, if you play here, I play there. You don't have to worry.
We also have the ability to play out ladders right on the board. But in a real game, you don't get to do that.
In real game, you have because we're playing out the variations without like making sure that this work, but the player must make sure it works. So he has to read deeper,
Right.
And then he has to find the Tsuji's like this move. We were not here yet. We were still looking at that, and Ryan already played this move.
Right. Well, it does remind me of the Surrounding Game movie, in which they showed what the players are visualizing. I thought that was a really good shot of what players are thinking in their heads, right? They
Yes,
must read
yes,
out all
yes.
these possible moves before actually playing one move out.
Right. So what if white honey here? If white plays here, maybe black can just play this one.
So so this move is centered.
Right, I'm making
15,
an eye
12.
here, then I don't have to worry about this group. And there's a cut here, there's a cut here. White cannot get into the black territory.
And we mentioned that ladder still works, so this cut should
There's
still
still
work.
cut.
So white plays here, then
Then that is the same as resign.
right,
You just resign. Then because you didn't get anything from this attack.
right, because we have this
White got
sente, right.
Right, there's an eye there. So,
So white
he did
hides.
play there. So I think that what if black just plays my move?
He could be playing.
So
your
can
move.
black play here?
Well, if white plays here, then that reverts back to the same position. If white tries to play the empty triangle,
Black connects.
then, well, we know that the pushing through doesn't work because black can get this sente.
But right now, white can play here. Oh, but black can connect. Black can just this is
that's right.
center. White, but black can connect. So white has to play something like this. Does this work?
Well,
Does this work?
oh, actually, black blocked in the game.
So if black
well,
connects,
this-
white kills this. Then
Yeah,
black
actually-
is cut off.
In that case, black is actually dead, right? Okay, so we must make sure that we're reading this out correctly. This is the
So
real
this
game.
move reduced the
13,
liberty
14.
and then makes this cut work.
14.
Right, so that would immediately work.
Right.
Um,
So now if we play the same sequence,
yeah.
if we play the same sequence, black can just... That will work already?
I'm not sure.
I think you're not sure.
I think, well, if black Atari, if black plays the tiger's mouth, does white have to fix?
Mm-hmm.
So this maybe?
White has to connect.
And black Atari's here maybe?
If white wants to kill, white has to play here.
So black will take the 2 stones, if that happens.
You have to read this blind. And then push out from
Well,
here.
we're not
that is
blind
getting
go
complicated. That's getting complicated. So I think black should have an easier way to.
Oh, so in the game, white played empty triangle. So goes like this.
Black has to connect. This one, we played this one, right?
That's one of the things we're looking at.
Yeah, wait.
15, 8.
Seems like this
8.
or can black just cut?
15, 8.
So this move, does it help? Black
Well,
has
maybe,
to connect.
White's trying to break black's eye shape here.
So I think white still has to play here. He played here first.
Yeah.
So if this is center, so for example, if this move with this Atari in center, is there anything here? He has to, if there's nothing here, for example, if this is center, right, and black has to, anything connect back, in then he has to do something here.
So this maybe?
And then this kind of thing, and then do something on that, but that's not easy, I think.
11,
so let's still go back here and make
13.
sure this works for black, I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, black must connect.
Black has to connect and
If white comes here now, oh, I see. This prevents a ladder because this way, white can kill and then there's no cut.
oh, that's right.
And then this is what happened. So white played this kushimi. What's going on? So first of all, if black connects and white comes here,
in that case,
then black is cut off. Oh.
well, this is certainly very difficult.
Okay, go back. We need to find a solution for black.
Well, in the game, he cut. So white has to, well, he can't play here because if he plays there, then
Yes,
that happens.
right.
So
white has to Atari the 1 stone.
right. So maybe black is thinking about pushing out.
That's probably what wow, this is getting so complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a lot more complicated than we were thinking.
That is exciting, right?
It is. And this actually, as we said, judging by the number of points elsewhere, this determines the game.
So that means white has to Atari here, right? This is only a move. This is only a move. And if black Atari is here, white kills, white takes. Then there's
and black cannot connect.
Black cannot connect. That means black must play here to break through.
Right.
And then white.
Well,
is white going to take or white going to? This is.
So if white extends.
Then this will be center. I think that this just doesn't work for white.
Right. So
because this way.
These moves will be center.
This is center. Which one? And then black pushes out, white dies. This is this way.
Violently dies.
White dies. So white has to take.
So, oh, this moves right here. So white has to take directly.
White has to take. This is like all in.
So
But
black
I think
extend.
white still cannot kill black.
We do have a potential move here by black. If black can connect,
Uh,
that might cut one of the white groups off.
Because white has to cut black off from here, and black already has their eye.
so
And all these moves are centered. So that means, for example, white comes here. We can look at it like that. So this is centered, right? White has no eye. Then
13,
white has
12.
to worry about his life and death. That
Right.
Because if black honey and connect, white group dies. We can see if black gets this honey and
Yeah.
connect, this white group dies. So white has to live. That means there's no way for white to kill black.
It's so much harder to kill your opponent when they already have one eye, right?
It depends.
And of course, the shape as well.
It depends, really depends.
That's right.
So I
One
think
case at a
it's
time.
straightforward. Black has to push.
Right.
But after this is straightforward. And after this, is there any good reply? So I think that white has to. White has to. So white cannot just play simple and just play in a safe way. White cannot win. So white must.
Be able to risk everything here.
Right, it's like all in. And both sides, it's like this game will be decided by this place. If can white kill, or can white get some, like can
Right.
white, either way. It's just like what we said earlier, that this cannot be all territory. Otherwise, white has to kill this one. But I don't see a
the
way.
Players, oh, they
17.
play this move
He's
first.
playing the safe move. Oh, I see.
He's playing your move.
Well, because otherwise white will get this incentive. That makes it eye.
So that makes it more complicated.
Right. So he plays this to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure next move is this.
Oh, and this hasn't happened yet.
So what we just showed that white has to take, right?
Right.
And then black pushes. I don't think this works for white. Because if the turn is centered, how can white
Right.
kill? And there's still a connect to cut white off here.
And it doesn't seem like white has many liberties.
White is
if white is
actually
cut
short
off.
of liberties.
Right.
White has this shortage of liberty problem.
Black has quite a few, doesn't he?
Black definitely has a lot more liberties. So capture race
Right.
won't work. Oh, it depends on what kind of capture, but I think capture race won't work.
It
So-
seems like if we get into a capturing race, black would be in a good position.
What is he thinking? There's no thinking. That's only move.
And I think
he's reading the rest of the.
I think he's trying to
moves.
ensure maybe that what he's reading
This
out.
Atari thing below me. Why does he need to play this Atari? He played this Atari.
Well, white has to connect here, right?
Well, white cannot let black live, so white has to connect.
Right. So, and both players are aware of that.
Well, actually, this doesn't matter. I think this is a free center, but this definitely doesn't matter. Black can play, or black doesn't have to. So I guess white needs to connect.
Excuse me. So,
White needs to connect.
white needs to connect.
The game is going to be decided here.
This is exciting, right?
But this way, I think that
11,
I think
12.
it won't work for white if black pushes out.
So as we said earlier, white has to take, and then
White played white Tanuki. This move shouldn't be here. The black should just push. See, white Tanuki.
oh,
White Tanuki played here, so I think that he already reads out that it doesn't. The variation we showed, it didn't work for him.
so does this exchange make a difference in what we're reading out?
Yeah, it makes a difference. If black answers,
Mm-hmm.
then when black comes here, white takes, then white is already connected on this side.
I see.
So white doesn't have to worry about this group. Earlier, if black connects back, white is cut off. So this does make a difference. But the thing is that black can still Atari here.
Right.
Black can still Atari. Oh, he thinks he wins. He doesn't even bother this one. That's so funny. At least the Atari first. What's wrong with this? To make sure you win more, he's like, Africa, I win, I don't care. Really? But I think this pushes, so it's no problem. So now we see that if white Ataris,
right,
and can white if this if
13,
it's just like this, I
9.
think that's not enough for white to win. If it's just like this, we can count, but I think white hasn't gained any points, and black actually got all
pushes.
This. Right. So I'm just going to say he has to make more trouble at this area. So this won't work. So he has to probably just cut or Atari and cut. This is the last battle. This is just change, but because black has liberties here, you can see that this area, black turned here. Black has liberties here. I think it still doesn't work for white. I mean, white cannot create big trouble here on this.
Well, we do see that black is in pretty good shape.
Are you going to tell me black is going to play here?
Surely not.
If that way he wins, then he could.
I think most definitely black is going to block, right?
So we can see that if white cuts, black,
that's right.
black
Right.
plays here.
10,
And
11.
then what can you do? There's not much you can
10.
do.
You mentioned
11.
earlier this move.
This move, white, black can just connect. And then Atari
actually,
here.
no.
Isn't this enough?
10, 11.
Wait, we should count. Make sure we make sure that so white still has 60 and a little bit more maybe. It would be very funny if black doesn't have enough and then he should have just pushed here instead of this take. Anyway.
So what you were counting earlier shouldn't change. It'll still be 35 points.
Yeah, I think even this group, this one will have 60 points already.
So maybe white's aiming for something like this.
That's possible. I think he has to. Otherwise, this won't be enough. So if black plays here,
right,
and it's white cut or peek.
Oh, he just jumps.
Oh, it just jumps. Yeah, so that means if white this because there's a really bad shortage of liberty problem for black.
Doesn't seem like a very good shape.
Right, because there's a Atari, and then black has this honey.
So
yeah, this is Sente, but he doesn't. He can do it. And then this honey. What's going on? Yeah, this will be pretty bad. Right. So because like this one, right? And because black is going to die right away, so white kills. This doesn't help. It's just a cut, and this kills.
So many pushes, right?
So that doesn't do anything. That means this honey, black will be in trouble because white can push 2 more.
Right.
Push 2 more.
And actually, even a little bit more, right? Oh no!
Yeah, white can still push, and then white can just play the tiger's mouse, and then black has to connect back. But actually, white pushed in quite a lot.
Right. So black didn't do that in the game. So
black played the jump, which is good. Now it's more clear if white can win or if.
So monkey jump.
And then he played this cut. Can black Atari here?
Well,
I first can see this doesn't help because no, that's okay. Black can just honey.
There's still a potential cut, so white cannot do much.
There's still a cut here. If white Atari is here, black connects, white dies. So So he has to run. Oh, he did play here. Black did play here. That means white has to run.
Well, yeah, white has to run this way, right? If anything.
And then what can white do here? What can white do here? Cut doesn't work. The neither works for black. Black can. So can white play here?
Nine.
No, it doesn't. Black just needs to extend. So there's no cut now. Black can just go. Then what can white do?
And the capture doesn't help, right?
No, it doesn't. That means, okay, another super strategy. Well, he has to get something. So we are trying to figure out if there's something here. So direct attack doesn't work, so white has to do something.
Wow.
Amazing, right?
This is
when you're playing blind.
Yeah.
You have lots of strategies. Black blocks.
10.
White cuts.
Well, if white cuts,
white cut doesn't work. Cuts where black just Atari.
Right?
Black just kills the 2 stones.
Oh, that's
just kills from here.
So
white cannot.
Oh.
Wait.
Interesting.
Why can't black just kill the 2 stones? But this seems work too. He thinks this is simple and easy.
Right. You did mention this before, though.
I didn't really run, right? The 2 stones are dead.
That should work, right?
It should work, but this is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Because
if
white takes
visually
simple, and then black can just go. This is simple. He thinks this way he can win. Yeah, because because the rest of the moves are kind of forced, and there's no other way for white to make more trouble, to create more trouble. Isn't just kill even more clear? Because there's not even thinking about doing something.
That's what I was thinking about. Oh, actually,
white resigns.
Yeah, white resigns.
Yeah, because white cannot find any way to create trouble, like what we just said. So this game is over here, and I think it's still pretty amazing. Like Bobby said, that he's playing 1 hour, 1 hour initial time. That is very short for blind Go, because he really needs to find.
That's right.
Needs more time that the people that the person who can see the board. So I'm curious about you can think that he was a winner of the U.S. Open last year. Then
that's right.
if you give him 5 hours, maybe he can win U.S. Open with blind Go. Anyway, so I think this game is still very good. Oh, right, I won the game because of black. I guess like 80% of black's moves right.
That's right. He was following your moves most of the time.
Right.
Right.
And I was just telling Stephanie, and I said every time I stream Ryan's game, he won. And Stephanie said, yes, you should stream every game Ryan plays. Anyway, yeah, I think this is a good game. But White's performance is also good, right? Because White was trying very hard here. But I think the problem, I think black actually played very flexible, especially his jump.
Right.
Black didn't be very stubborn trying to do something here, like drag the stone out and fight, and that's not a good strategy. But black played very flexible, just trying to get the territory and leave this weakness here. That's a good strategy.
Yeah, and then in the end, white tried to kill this black group here, but as we could see, black actually chose a simple approach to live, and then as we saw in the game, white couldn't really do much damage in the center. So I think overall that was a very good game.
Yeah, I think so. For both players, and it's a okay. So we can wrap up here.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that concludes the coverage of the Blind Go exhibition match live from the U.S. Go Congress in San Diego, California. Thank you so much, Jenny Chen 2 Pro, for your comments. And I believe that we don't have an evening game tonight. So
okay, so we're done today?
That's right, we can party.
Okay, we party, tomorrow's day off. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you Thursday, right?
That's right. We'll be joined by Chris Garlock shortly after. I believe that we have a day off tomorrow.
Okay.
Any plans for that?
Okay, we're good. so, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned. Okay.
Hey folks, Chris Garlock here. Welcome back to Tuesday at the 2017 U.S. Go Congress. So we're wrapping up before going to our day off for some folks, probably not for these gentlemen here. These are our long-suffering Congress directors. You can tell this is Les Lanford because Les has his name on his shirt. It says Les Lanford the third, Congress director. Ted has one too, but apparently it's in the laundry.
Oh yes.
But Ted Terps are both Congress directors because it takes two folks. Well, actually, it takes a lot more than two folks. You've got lots of folks running around in these wonderful orange staff shirts. Guys, you've made it through. You're more or less upright. Tell me some of the, as we go into what will be for most of us a day off. I'm sure you guys will not get the day off, but give me some highlights of the Congress so far. Ted, I'll start with you.
I just love seeing all the people. It's been so good meeting up with the friends and people going out of their way to come over and say that they're having fun or that San Diego weather is reasonably good this time.
Which you're responsible for? Or was that Les's job?
No, I guaranteed the good weather, so it falls.
And you've delivered.
I have delivered. It's been 77 degrees and sunny all days.
Yes, I always wonder, people say, oh, you have to go to San Diego. I was in the convention center. I have no idea what it was doing outside.
Well, we have to walk a whole minute to get over to the hotel.
Yeah, and some people have gotten into one of the three pools. I've heard about them. I haven't seen them. Les, what about you? I know you just got in.
I just got in.
You were out looking to, Les is a big stamp person, for those of you who don't know, and was up for a big prize. Didn't get it this year, but I'm sure you will eventually.
Yeah, maybe eventually, yeah. Who knows when?
Next year. But,
hopefully I'll be alive by the time I get it.
So what are some of the things that you're seeing at the Congress?
I'm really pleased with not being here the first couple of days. I had people come up and say they really enjoyed the Congress so far, and which is great. Okay, I mean I hadn't been here. It's nice to see the tournament is everybody's quiet and things are going well. We have a great turnout. I'm really happy. The weather, of course, I'm used to the weather, so it doesn't mean anything to me. But I think I'm really happy with it.
The amazing thing to me is, I mean, I'm supposed to know everything that's happening at the Congress, and I may know about a third what's happening because the volunteers who have done it year after year are just jumping in and making things happen. And so all of a sudden I know that there's a tournament supposedly going on, and I'm worried about how to get it organized, and it's happening because someone else is doing the work and organizing, and boards and mics and pictures are appearing everywhere. So
it is kind of an amazing thing because the Congress, of course, moves from place to place each year. You know, East Coast, West Coast, middle of the country, and so each time you have to have a local infrastructure, as you do here in San Diego. But then, as you say, we had Carolyn Lee on this morning. She's talking about many of the tournament directors, repeat from year to year. Keith Arnold, who's been doing the Lightning Go for 20 years. So many of the folks who do tournaments year after year, which helps you out. Leaves still a lot of organizing to do on the ground, but it's kind of a combination.
Yes, they've done an incredible job, and I had never been to the Speed Go with Keith Arnold before, and I wandered in, and he had everyone plastered up against the wall, shouting out. You could tell he's a lawyer, shouting us. And I will go to Terry Benson's Crazy Go tonight. Another tradition at the Congress. And tomorrow, which is the off day, we're taking the pros out to see the whole town, but there's the Die Hard tournament here, and people can go out all day and come back, and then there's the evening tournament, which will also be going on from 7 o'clock until, well, people get thrown out at midnight around here. We try not to encourage all-night go. Midnight Madness is gone because I need some sleep sometime.
Good for you. Good for you.
And we have a lot of people coming up trying to figure out, they want to play in the pair go, and they haven't found a lady yet.
We have a shortage.
Yes.
We have a shortage. We're getting better. I have to say that back in the day, you guys know, back in the day, well, we didn't have Parago, and then there were pretty slim pickings as far as female Go players, but it's a much better. They have a lot of folks. It's a pretty big tournament, actually.
It's definitely improved. I mean, this guy was trying to figure out various, I still don't have all the answers, but, we have a lot of people here that have lots of answers for us and things we don't know because we haven't done that. And I think it's fabulous. I've been looking for old friends. Some of them aren't here, and some of them aren't around anymore, but there's a lot of people who've been here forever, and I'm really happy with the tournament.
So I remember you guys, last year you were at the Congress and you were very assiduously taking
Ted
notes.
was there, but I wasn't there.
Okay, but taking the notes and writing down everything and just sort of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and we all were thinking, yeah, how's but seriously, so now you're in the thick of it and it becomes reality. And is it playing out the way that you had envisioned a year ago? More or less?
Yes, more or less. But I just wanted to say one more thing about Perigo. I showed up last year and I couldn't find a woman to be my partner. But this year, having the home court advantage and taught a female student in the library for 3 years now, I chose her at 12 years old to be my partner.
Good
She was
for you.
thrilled.
Good for
So
you.
get out and teach the game, and you can.
That's great advice.
It's a great reward.
All right. Well, with that note, let me just we went over tomorrow's schedule, of course. For the Die Hard, when do folks have to show up for registration on that?
For registration, they should be putting their name on the list now.
Okay.
But 9 a.m. is kickoff.
Okay. And I will say that the broadcast team is taking the day off. I hear that everybody's going to the zoo, so we will. Yes,
They're going to see the panda, of course.
We're going to see the panda, and we want to see if the panda is actually surfing on the go board.
He doesn't wear pants, though.
Too much information, Les. Bad news for you out there. I'm sorry, but good news for our hardworking staff. And I just have to do a huge shout out. Michael Wanek, and for those of you who have been watching, enjoying, well, a lot of our videos, but certainly the videos that I've been doing with Michael Redmond. He has been doing yeoman's work on those, many other videos, and put together this amazing operation this year. I'm not sure where he's going to take this up to another level next year, but I'm sure will be even bigger and better. He put together the whole skybox here, so you can thank him for that. So big thanks to Babs Wanek for making this all happen and bringing us out to you. We had an interesting thing last night. We actually had more people watching us on the live stream than were watching the game on KGS. That's a first as far as I know. I could be wrong. And Babs wants me to mention, the logo, the see-through logo that you see there apparently is Ted's. So the AGA logo. So very cool. So that's really kind of neat stuff there. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Couple of other things before we wrap it up for the day and get started with our mini break. We will be back Thursday with round 6. Is that right, Babs? Round 6 must be, because Wu-Hao is 5-0. So leading the pack at the moment. 4 rounds to go, so definitely doesn't have a lock on it, but certainly can start to think about maybe having his name on that particular trophy. At 4-1, I gotta say, the American pros, and in fact the North American pros are doing just fabulous. At 4-1, Ryan Lee, who you just saw defeat Mr. Bao Yun and blindfold Go, which was amazing. I have a hard time playing Go with looking at the board. It hurts my head to think about putting the blindfold on. By the way, the observant out there will have noticed he had one of these orange shirts was his blindfold. They're both signing that. It's a small one. It's going to be a prize for the kids. So very cool as far as that goes. Also at 4-1, Andy Liu, Eric Louis, Michael Chen, and rounding up the 4-1 pack from our neighbors to the north in Canada, Young Fei. So, depending on how things go over the next 4 rounds, should be interesting. So we'll be back with round 6 on Thursday morning, and then Carolyn Lee will be anchoring the Good Morning on Thursday. I've got to head back to DC, so Carolyn will take over on that. And then it looks to me like who's doing for round 6? Oh, for round 6, it looks like Wu-Hao will be playing Eric Louis for round 6, and I'm not sure who's doing our pro commentary. Maybe Babs can get that up by the time I get done here. Also, we do have one more round of the Redmond Cup Junior Finals on Thursday, and then, as we were just discussing, 7 o'clock will be the Pair Go Championships. Those are all I've been corrected. It is Pacific. It is PDT, not PST. We're in daylight savings time. I was corrected on that. Anyway, 7 o'clock West Coast time, and Myungwon Kim will be doing the commentary for the Masters, so that'll be a good one to watch. So with that, gentlemen, I want to thank you on behalf of all of us, the entire Go community, because it's not just the people here in San Diego, but it's also a lot of people on KGS, watching us on the stream, following us in the e-journal. So you got a lot of fans out there for the hard work that you've done. So any last words before we wrap this thing up?
We couldn't do it without everybody's help. And the AGA and your help, everybody's help. This has been a big project. Definitely.
That must be the call for us to wrap it up.
They need the director right now.
Yes,
on
you
the
gotta
playing
run.
floor.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you all on Thursday. Thanks again.
Good night.